Hello and welcome to another episode of Life and Business Conversations on Show Me What to Do with Freda Raimondo B. Alright, so last week I talked about business owner mindset. So I was still talking about mindsets last week, and I remember talking about sales and marketing and how one of the mindsets a business owner needs to have is the mindset that they must never relinquish marketing activities in their business. No matter how big the company becomes, no matter how successful the company becomes, there must always be marketing, and the business owner needs to always be involved in the marketing activities, even if that's just setting the marketing strategy or understanding what people in marketing are up to. And so this week, following on from that, I decided that I would talk about the top 5 marketing mistakes that I have seen small business owners make and how they can avoid them. You know, I like to dive right into it, so I'm going to start with number 1. And the first mistake I have seen that business owners make, especially when they're just starting up or their business is just beginning to gain some ground, is that they're not doing any marketing at all, or they're just doing the bare minimum. So I said it in my last video, marketing is extremely important for your business. Sales and marketing are the lifeblood of your business. And you cannot run a business without doing sales and marketing. Now, some of the reasons that I have found why business owners are not doing any sales or marketing is the very fact that they don't understand it. Many of them think that they can get by without it. Many of them believe that their service or their product is so fantastic that it would sell itself. Trust me, nothing really sells itself. It may at the very beginning, but later on, when you start having competitors and other people entering into that business, trust me, it will no longer sell itself and that business will be doomed. So you have to do sales and marketing. It goes without saying. Some business owners are even ashamed to do marketing. It's like they feel that they don't want to be seen promoting themselves or promoting their products or promoting their services. Look, there's no shame in marketing. You want to make money, you're in business to make money, go ahead and market. Richard Branson, as big as he is, as well known as he is globally, is not ashamed to do his marketing. When you see him marketing his cruises, and he'll be in the adverts, and he'll sometimes even be dancing there and doing funny things that look as if he's doing a TikTok video. There is no shame in marketing. You see Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, go to his Instagram page, you will see him where he's marketing his fitness gear, Under Armour, and he's marketing his vodka drink. There is no shame in marketing. Don't let anybody shame you for marketing your business. You are in business to make money. Marketing will help you make that money. Don't let what people are saying stop you from doing what you need to do to get to where you want to get to. Now, another reason that I've found why business owners are not doing any marketing is because they really don't understand how to do marketing. They don't know that there are principles that you follow and that it is something that can be learned. So you can go ahead and learn. There are so many places where you can learn to do marketing. And if you're a small business and you're still bootstrapping, there are places where you can get the basics for free. But don't just sit back and not do anything. That's one of the mistakes that I find small business owners making. They just sit back and they're barely doing any marketing. Go and learn how to do marketing and then go ahead and do it. You must do marketing in your business. Which brings me to the second mistake I have found business owners make when it comes to marketing. A failure to have a marketing strategy. Failure to have a marketing strategy. I find that this one comes from what I've said before, not understanding marketing, and the fact that some business owners are even afraid of marketing. They're afraid of marketing the way some people are afraid of mathematics. I tell you, it's funny, but that's the truth. And the thing is, like, a marketing strategy basically just composes of the foundation, which is understanding your ideal client. That's the first thing for any marketing strategy you're going to have. Understand your ideal client. And the second thing is to have a marketing goal. So you could have a goal of building your brand awareness, and you could have a goal around a certain product that you want to sell, and you have a goal to make, say, $2 million out of that product. So you put in marketing to sell the product, or to get the product known and to sell the product, so that you hit that goal. So you have marketing goals. Another thing is that when you have your marketing goals, a marketing strategy will also detail what tactics you will use to meet the marketing goals. What tactics will you use to hit those goals? Then you have to have a budget, because marketing requires money. You put in money to make money. I'm sure you've heard it before. You spend money to make money. This is the mindset of big business people. They know that if they want to make money, they need to spend money. The thing is, you just tell yourself, if I put in this $1, can I get $100 back for every $1 I put in? I tell you, if I came to you and I said, listen, for every $1 you give me, I will give you $100. I tell you, you will go and find as many $1 as you can to give to me. And that is where you need to think about marketing, and you need to think about your marketing budget. That's why they have things like ROI, return on investment, or return on marketing spend. For every dollar I put into marketing, what am I getting back? So you need to have a budget. And then obviously you need to have a way to measure success. So if you have a goal, you need to be able to say, okay, I wanted to build brand awareness, and you need to have a way of measuring that you have actually built brand awareness. If you put in $50,000 and you want to make $1 million after putting in $50,000, you need to have a way to measure if you have been successful or not. And those are the basic rudiments of a marketing strategy. It's not rocket science, but it's something that if you don't understand it, you need to learn, so that you can go ahead and put in proper marketing that is unique to your business, that is tailored to your business. You can put it in place with confidence that it will bring back returns for you. Which brings me to the third mistake I have found business owners make when it comes to marketing, and that is not doing a deep dive into understanding their target customer. All right, so I talked about how that's the foundation of any marketing strategy that you are going to put in place. But the truth is, understanding your ideal customer, it's like, I don't know, it's like dynamite to your business, because it affects every single area of your business. When you understand your customer, it makes you able to serve them meaningfully. It makes you able to revamp your products, to tailor your products in such a way that you are differentiated from your competitors. It's a means of differentiating yourself from your competitors. It gives you content for days. I laugh when I see people say they don't have content, they don't know what to do when it comes to content. Listen, if you understand your ideal client, you will have content for days, because you can splice and dice the different characteristics of your ideal customer and pick each characteristic and use it for specific content to touch that client. Understanding them will help you to touch their emotions. It is emotions that foster connections. People buy emotionally. See, the buying decision is 80% emotional and 20% logical. People feel things on an emotional level, first of all, and it might be, subconsciously, and then they use logic. They just use logic to justify it, but it is always an emotional decision. The buying decision is 80% emotional and 20% logical. When you understand your ideal client, it helps you to target them better. It helps you understand where your ideal customer is congregating with other ideal customers of yours, which means that you know where your ideal customers or your ideal customer exists in large numbers, and that is where you send your marketing messages. You don't want to take your marketing messages to a market that is already saturated and they are even tired. So remember when they say the higher the demand, the lower the price. No, it will put pressure on you. You want to understand how to touch your ideal client. And like I've said, it's emotions that do that. So in Nigeria, we have, for example, let me use Aproko Doctor. When he's talking and he comes and he talks about Emeka and he talks about Nkechi, and then he tells you, Nkechi, stop doing this, or Emeka, stop doing that. It resonates with you. It touches your emotions. Why? Because you can identify with what he's saying, even though your name is not Emeka and your name is not Nkechi. And that is because he understands his ideal client. It's the same thing that McDonald's does. So understanding your ideal client can help you touch influencers to influence the buyers to buy for you even when they don't want to. And that's what McDonald's does with their Happy Meals. You think they want to put those toys in there because they're a toy company? McDonald's is not a toy company. But they put the toys they put in the Happy Meals because they know that children have a high influence on their parents. They put it there so that your children will pester you. Every time you are driving past a McDonald's, they will pester you to buy them McDonald's. And because you want peace, you will go into that McDonald's drive-thru and you will buy that Happy Meal for that child. And that child has become an influencer in your life. And that's the way it works, because McDonald's have understood deeply their ideal client. And it doesn't take much to do this, because a lot of business owners who have started learning about marketing have heard, understand your ideal client, understand your ideal client. And a lot of them do write down a few things or try to do a few things, but they don't really deep dive into their ideal client. And that's a very big mistake. So that's my third mistake. How do you avoid it? Sit down, tell yourself, even if it is one day you are going to use, especially if you have a team, sit down and work it out and talk about it. I've run several workshops with different organizations before, helping them to identify their ideal clients, and it is always an eye opener. They always find out that there are clients that they are not even talking to, clients that they are not even reaching out to and attracting, and many times those are even the clients that are ready to buy, that are hungry for what they have to offer. So sit down. If you are, bootstrapping it, you are a startup, you are still alone in your business, sit down, take 2 hours, 3 hours, download a free avatar sheet from the internet and start to work it out. And I'm telling you, you will be amazed. ChatGPT is something you can use to even help you to break all of those things down. ChatGPT makes things easy these days, or any other AI tool that you know. I think on Canva as well, you can use Magic Writes and just do a deep dive into your ideal client so that you are able to speak to them and touch their emotions so that they buy. And the number 4 mistake is a double-barreled one. It is doing what we call me too marketing and then not testing and measuring. So let me break it down. You know how I talked about understanding your ideal client, setting marketing goals, and then having tactics that you will use. So when it comes to tactics, a lot of business owners, a lot of businesses are using tactics that they saw somebody else use or they saw their competitor use. So your competitor has put an ad in the newspapers, and so you feel that that's the way to do marketing. You must also go and put an ad in a newspaper. You feel that that's what's bringing all the money to your competitor, so you also want to do that. And then after doing that, you are not even checking to see if the marketing works, and you are not even measuring it, even if it works. How much is it working? That is a recipe for failure. I talked about how you do marketing tailored to your peculiar business. All right, I didn't say that wrong, because you might be thinking I should say marketing tailored to your ideal clients. It's one and the same thing, and let me explain what I mean. Okay, so some people have heard a marketing guru somewhere tell them, you must be on social media, you must be on Instagram, you must post 3 times a day on Instagram. And then you go and you are posting 3 times a day on Instagram. You are being consistent, posting 3 times a day on Instagram, and yet you are not getting any sales, and you are now getting burnt out because of it. The truth is that you might not even, your business might actually have no business being on Instagram. And the only way you would know that is if you had done a deep dive into your ideal clients to know where they are congregating. Your ideal clients may not be on Instagram, and yes, there are businesses that their ideal clients are not on Instagram. So posting on Instagram 3 times a day is not going to bring you the business that you want. Stop doing me too marketing. Instead, sit down and identify your ideal client, know where they are congregating, understand your own business and the value that you are bringing and what makes you unique, and tailor your marketing strategy to use tactics that will attract your clients where they are. Stop doing me too marketing. It may not be right for your business. So work out your own marketing strategy. And then after you've done that, test it. Is it working? Measure it. How well is it working? So a simple test. It amazes me the amount of times that I've gone into a shop and they sometimes even collect my details. They have maybe my phone number, which I have willingly given to them, and they don't even call me. They don't even send me any messages. So they just collected my phone number and kept it for what? And this has happened to me several times with several new salons that I've used. If I entered your salon and I did, say I did some braids, and typically in Nigeria here, we'll carry braids for like a month or like 6 weeks or however long you carry your braids. See, if somebody enters your salon and is satisfied with the braids you did, and you took the person's details, nothing stops you from sending a message about 6 weeks later. Get somebody in your organization to do that follow-up, to say, oh, if you're getting tired of your braids, we offer a takeout service. Our takeout service is free. Guess what? If your takeout service is free, you know that person will not just come back to do a takeout. The person will do something else that they will pay for. And that is it. Ask them. If somebody comes in new into your business, ask them, how did you hear about me? If the person said, oh, my sister told me about you, that's why I came, then you know that referrals are working for you. If you ask every person that walks into your organization or walks into your establishment that question, you will know what marketing will work for you, and you will know that is where you should put your marketing budget, because it will yield for you. If you prime that tactic very well, it will yield for you. But a lot of people are too interested in doing what somebody else has done without finding out what it is that will work for me and my business. And when it comes to measuring, all I'm saying is what I've talked about before. If I put in $1, what am I getting back? If I put in $1, am I getting $100 back? I'm just using that as an example. It could be more, it could be less. Now, what is not right is that you put in $1 and you're getting 80 cents or 60 cents, or even worse, you're getting 0 cents or losing money. Then you know that marketing is not working, and maybe you want to tweak it, or maybe you want to scrap it all together. But the thing is, you want to put your money in what will yield for you. That's what's called an investment. That's what's called using your money wisely. So, stop doing Me Too marketing and sit down and draft your own marketing strategy tailored to your unique value proposition, tailored to your ideal clients, and make money. And then make sure that you test your marketing and you measure your marketing. It's one of the reasons why people are running to social media, because social media really gives you analytics and helps you with all of these metrics. But I've also found that a lot of business owners are not even using the metrics. They don't even know how to use it. So I go back to what I always say. If you don't know how, ask questions, learn. There is no shame in learning, because guess what? After you've learned, you now have the knowledge. Nobody can take it away from you. So stop doing Me Too marketing and test and measure your marketing. Wow. So that brings me to the fifth and final mistake that I have found business owners make in their marketing, and that is not getting any expert help. In fact, not getting any help at all. They're struggling with marketing, and for some reason, they find it difficult to get help. And when I talk about help, I'm talking about get a coach, get somebody who's a marketing expert to teach you about marketing. And yes, pay for it if you have to. You pay to go to school, you pay for so many things. Why not pay the person that's going to help you build your business and is going to teach you what is going to make you build your business? But then even if you don't want to pay, there's a lot of free material online. I give a lot of free material now that I'm transitioning into the online space. Find what you need and learn. Where are you struggling with your marketing? Are you struggling to put a marketing strategy together? Get somebody to help you with it. Are you struggling to understand your ideal client? Get somebody to help you with that. See, sometimes all you just need is a fresh pair of eyes or a different perspective. I do that a lot. When I'm thinking something through, I have my people. I have my people that I call and I ask, and we just, knock ideas together. I tell them this is what I'm thinking, and they ask me, oh, have you thought about this? I think you forgot this. Because you can't think of everything on your own, especially if you're just starting up. And if you have a team, that is a good way to involve your team in building the business. Because if you're not making any money, how will you pay them? So get them involved and make it fun. Set a strategy session and sit down. But you must understand what you are doing. And I know that one of the reasons why people don't want to get a coach is this thing about they're not sure about the coach, if the coach knows what they are talking about or if the coach can help them. Listen, there are ways to do your due diligence before you get a coach. There are people that have a proven track record. There are people that you listen to that you know that, yes, this person knows what they are talking about. All you need to do is to be willing to let them teach you. And don't be one of those people that disdains coaching. I've heard it said, somebody says, you can't get coaching from somebody who is not as rich as you. That one makes me laugh, because all the big business moguls that you know have coaches. Mark Zuckerberg has coaches. Bill Gates has coaches. And I can guarantee you that a lot of the people that are coaching them don't have as much money as they do. The only thing is that they have more experience and they have more knowledge in that area than they do. So they pay them. They pay them to coach them. Get the help that you need. There is so much help around. And one thing you need to understand, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. People who ask for help are people who want to win. If you want to win, learn how to ask for help. There's a lot of help around if you will only ask for it, if you will only seek it. So if you are struggling with your marketing, don't make that mistake and struggle alone. Don't make that mistake and bear the burden alone. Get the help that you need. And that's it for today's episode. Please, if this has made an impact and you have learned something, let me know in the comments. Like this, subscribe to my channel, please. I'm trying to grow. And then share it with someone that you know needs to hear this. And I'll see you next week on Life and Business Conversations with Show Me What to Do with Freda Raymond will be.